What's good, y'all? Top of the AM, top of the week. Stay on top of your mental health. That's key. I feel like there is a war on our mental health in these times right now. Not only is there a war on our mental health, but a lot of us are being silenced, or there are a lot of us under attack, and that attack is the powers that be trying to silence us, trying to silence the truth, trying to silence the ones who are not fearful and who are not refuse to speak what needs to be spoken. Also, remember to be grateful, man. I think we take a lot of things for granted these days because we're so used to just having things, easily accessible to us, and also it's so easy for us to be distracted by some of the other things that we forget the simple things. We have eyes to see. You have ears to hear. You got a nose to smell. You got air to breathe. Hopefully you have a clear mind, and hopefully you're in your right mind. Mental health is a big battle these days. But if you are in your right mind, you must fight to protect your mind at all costs, because it's probably more important to protect your mind than your body at this point. You must protect your body as well. You must take care of your body as well, but you must put in double time to protect your health, take care of your mental health. So don't be afraid to speak when you need to speak. All I ask is that you be genuine and you be sincere and have a purpose behind what you speak. Don't speak if your heart is not in it. Don't speak if you don't have passion in it. Do not speak if you're just being influenced to speak because of somebody else. Let your spirit be your own guide. Briefly, I want to talk about a gentleman, rest in peace, who I have not spoken about in a little while. A lot of people have put their 2 cents in on what they think is going on, or how they feel about what's been going on around Mr. Young Dolph. Is Dolph. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. Still a lot of mysteries and a lot of unsolved mysteries around Young Dolph's death, and there are still a lot of suspicious behavior going on around Young Dolph's death. A lot more information has come out, but one thing that has not come out is the tape, the video of Young Dolph getting out of his car when he pulled up to Makeda's and just walking into Makeda's cookies. I still do not understand why they couldn't show the public that, which convinces us that is a major cover-up going on, because you can look at any other rapper or artist that gets killed. They're going to show you a lot of stuff leading up to the demise of said individual. But there's a whole lot of unanswered questions around this Young Dolph situation. And I've noticed that when there's a high-profile death in the hip-hop industry with a particular rapper who has a big name, they prolong the trial. They push back the trial, the hearings, even if they supposedly have the actual killer in custody or killers in custody. It's almost like we forget about them until some other big rapper dies or some other big event happens. Then all of a sudden, they're having a trial. The trial is about to come up about this particular death of a rapper that died maybe a year or two ago, before they even have the trial. So it's been a whole lot of, like, I almost feel like the powers that be have been doing everything they can to make it blow over a certain situation, a case, an unsolved mystery, and they wait till everybody starts to forget about it. Then they'll bring it back up eventually and they'll address it, but it's like they've had plenty of time to gather up their information, gather up an excuse, gather up some type of a staged event to try to convince us of what really happened, or try to convince us their story of what happened, when what we see is telling us something totally different. We still have yet to see young Dolph's brother and we have yet to see the footage of when young Dolph, we're not saying that we need to see him being gunned down in Makeda's or outside Makeda's. It's like they don't even want to confirm whether or not it was in Makeda's or outside of Makeda's. They don't want to confirm whether or not young Dolph was with someone or not. And they don't want to show us what exactly he was doing prior to getting shot. Was he really at the front, towards the front entrance? Where was he at? It's like, why is it such a mystery? Why is it consistently unanswered questions around this situation? This man has been dead for a while now. It's been a couple of years. So I don't understand. I don't understand what's really going on. I don't understand why they can't reveal any simple information. I don't understand why there's no footage of at least seeing young Dolph getting out of his car to just enter Makeda's. And that way, the public can determine whether or not he was with someone or not. They can't even tell us whether the brother was in the car with him and got out of the car with him to go into the store, or if he actually really was in another vehicle and he was just close by, and then when he got killed, he returned fire. But it's still a lot of things very suspicious about that situation, because from what the news told us and TMZ, they said that young Dolph's brother was standing right next to him. So how in the hell did young Dolph get gunned down, and young Dolph's brother, who was right next to him, he didn't get touched, not by one bullet at all, but he managed to return fire? But the only thing about that is he didn't get a chance to return fire until the guys got back in the car and pulled off. Now somebody, people were putting out the story that, he didn't have the Draco on him. He had to run to the car and get it and then return fire. But where was he at? What was he doing prior to Dolph getting shot? Did he flee away from Dolph while Dolph was getting shot? He hid, ran out the back of Makeda's, went around to whatever car, if he was in his own car, and then returned fire? But then you still got to make it make sense for us, because how do they shoot that man that many times? Shooters don't really care who's next to the person. They're going to try to get to whoever it is. If they got to shoot that individual and shoot the other person next to him, they will do that. So I don't get how they give young Dolph's brother a pass and say, "Hey, nah, bro, we ain't gonna shoot you, bro. Like, we just got a problem with him. We gonna take him out, bro. You good? We gonna give you, you know, at least 5 to 10 seconds to get to your gun so you can at least try to return fire, bro. We gonna give you that. We gonna give you a chance to do that since we already about to, you know, assassinate your brother, young Dolph. Like, y'all got to make this shit make sense." But they're not helping the public with all of this when they help the public with everything else. They showed Nipsey get gunned down. We saw him get killed on tape. The footage is still out there if you want to watch it. So, I mean, you can make an argument about that. Like, well, okay, why would y'all show us Nipsey Hussle's death? Y'all showed him just get murdered in cold blood. Y'all showed the person who did it, all of that. But when it comes to young Dolph, all we get is a still picture of two guys with guns. One with a Draco, one with a handgun. And it's as if they're approaching the front of Makeda's. But that's it. Y'all can't even give us the video of them. Y'all can't even show the video of them just pulling up, running. Y'all just show us a picture. That could be a picture from anywhere. It's like, how stupid do y'all think we are? So you show us Nipsey Hussle's death. You show us Mo3's death. You show all these other rappers' death. But when it comes to young Dolph, we're going to just give you guys a snapshot of the shooters. And we're going to just leave you with the aftermath footage of his dead body hanging out of the, his arm hanging out the window of the front of Makeda's. That's it. Man, eventually we're going to have to get some answers because this is real suspicious. It looks like a big cover-up. It don't look like a cover-up, a street cover-up. It looks like a real cover-up from the police, Memphis police. It looks like a cover-up from the Memphis police because this don't make no sense at all. How we got minimal information, minimal suspects, and the descriptions are very, very suspect too. But you big bloggers, y'all need to stay on the job, man, because young Dolph has not gotten justice yet. If you want justice for young Dolph, stay on their neck.